All right, good 49ers update for you. The team is practicing again here on Thursday. Arik Armstead is not out there, but I did speak to Arik Armstead in the locker room, and he did say that he plans to play on Sunday. The foot issue that's keeping him out of practice right now, it's not the same foot that caused a lot of problems with plantar fasciitis last year. It's the other foot for Arik Armstead, and he said that he's simply resting the foot. He was walking around fine in the locker room, and he does plan to play for the 49ers, which is a huge deal because he's been the most productive pass rushing defensive tackle in football, significantly ahead of even Aaron Donald since the 49ers got out of this bye week. They're just dominating teams up front. The pass rush is better than it was even in 2019, and Arik Armstead has been a huge part of it. Other practice news today, Jordan Mason wasn't out there over the few periods that I saw. He has the hamstring injury, so probably unlikely for him to be available on Sunday against Philadelphia. And Ray McLeod has got a rib issue. That's definitely one to watch. Mason's a third-string running back, but Ray McLeod is a first-string returner for the 49ers. And speaking of special teams, this is the number 27 special teams unit in the game. Philadelphia's top 5. 49ers already are going to be missing George Odom, who obviously just had that surgery on the torn biceps muscle. So that's a blow to the special teams unit. And if you don't have Ray McLeod in a big game, that's also a blow for the special teams unit. So we'll see if McLeod is available to go. We're not going to get into all these contingency plans until his status is more clear. That's what Friday's practice is going to be for. We're going to get to talk to Kyle Shanahan about where Ray McLeod is. He's been on the injury report before and has played, but that definitely is something to watch. 49ers, Brock Purdy talked today. He said that he's worn a glove before in wet conditions, but he feels that it only helps him on that throwing hand if it's an absolute downpour. And he said if it's just lightly or moderately raining, he's going to have the same grip on the ball with or without the glove. He didn't wear a glove against Cleveland. It's not like that game was raining particularly hard. He had that one ball slip out of his hands, a little bit of a fumble there. I don't know if a glove would have helped that or not. That wasn't even on the throw. That was just kind of on the exchange for Brock Purdy. So I think that this game against Philadelphia, they're saying about 50% chance of rain. It might be a little on and off over the course of Sunday, but it doesn't sound like Brock Purdy is leaning toward wearing a glove against the Philadelphia Eagles. Trent Williams spoke today, Christian McCaffrey too, talked about Armstead. He was out in the locker room. 49ers are excited. They're ready to go for this game against Philadelphia. They're getting their sleep on track. Matt Barrows at The Athletic, my company, had a nice article you could check out online about the 49ers' sleep habits. Nick Bosa is actually a Bear. He hibernates 10 and a half, 11 hours a night. And Brock Purdy got so much sleep since he had that surgery on his elbow. That helped him recover so damn quickly. And now he's back to the spot of the crime, right? Back to Philadelphia, where Hassan Reddick hurt Brock Purdy's elbow. Well, now Brock is going to turn around and try to light up the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's the update for today. 49ers relatively healthy. By the way, Trent Williams lauded Aaron Banks for playing through the turf toe injury last week. Banks should be off of the injury report by this week, but boy, the 49ers really respect that he went out there and prevented them from having to face a pretty dire guard situation that we talked about last week. Trent Williams was really happy about that. We'll see if it's Spencer Burford, or John Feliciano, or both at that right guard position. I think the 49ers want to run a platoon. That's the update for today. Much more coming a little bit later. Seahawks-Cowboys tonight, a game of two teams that 49ers fans hate. We'll be watching that a little bit later too. So stay tuned. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. He really is elite at, their scheme, and he's been tremendous for them, over these past few years. So it's going to be a lot of challenges throughout the games, but just keep fighting, keep playing against a great team, and I think we're excited for the challenge.
You get tired of answering that question about the brotherly shove?
No, it's cool. I know how things work. It's a cool play. It's exciting for people to talk about. It's part of the game, and they've had a lot of success with it.
Kyle was saying after the Dallas game that the thing that he was most proud of in the week leading up to it was that the teams approached it as kind of just another game. Like, let's execute, let's do our job. And none of the outside stuff got in about being the Cowboys. Is that kind of the same deal this week?
I think it always is about us and what we do, not getting wrapped up in what the other side is doing. It is about us and our approach and our mindset.
Eric, have you noticed any difference?
Good. You seem pretty steady that way. Like you approach that thing that way all the time anyways. That's something you try and impart on your younger teammates all the time.
Yeah, it is always about us. It's about your approach, and I think with might not have been able to say this all the way in the past, but with this team we have, if we focus on ourselves and we're at our best, I think we can beat anyone for sure. And so, at the end of the day, it's about us and how we approach the game, how are we being disciplined, how are we executing, and if we do that at a high level and play with great effort, I think we can beat anybody.
Eric, have you noticed any difference in how O-lines block you guys since you guys added Chase Young?
Not since we added Chase Young. I think O-lines block us very differently than other D-lines over the past 4 years, really, ever since 2019. I think teams, try to take us out the game, chips, and leaving extra guys in protection and all these different protections we have to try to beat. But I'm excited about, this week. Haven't seen much of that on film, and so obviously they trust in their offensive line, which they have some amazing players on the offensive line. So it's going to be a great test and battle for us, to go against them.
Does the weather impact you at all? What you're trying to do? If it's raining, like it forecasted.
I don't even know what I don't know what.
Well, like at 2:30, it's going to be raining. I don't know what it's going to be at game time, but we know it's going to be coming down heavy.
That's 100% guaranteed.
No, 2:30 at game time. 2:30 their time. I don't know that. So at game time, I'm not sure what exactly it's going to be.
What's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, a lot can happen in 4 days.
What's your forecast for the availability and play?
I'll be out there.
Speaking. It seems like you guys are overall with the defensive line. How much have you built chemistry with Javon in the middle?
It's been great. It's been great having him. It's been great, building that continuity with him and, building a brotherhood on and off the field. It's been amazing. He's a great person and a great player, and he's really helped us. And it's been great to continue this journey with getting to know one another and trying to go out here and fight and do everything we can to help our team win games. So it's been a lot of fun.
Is there anything to be said?
It seems like it changed right after the bye. Was there anything that was better that changed for you guys?
Rest is great. Came at a great time. So I think rest was definitely helpful, and just playing a little better football, which I put that responsibility on myself this part of the season to do that. The season doesn't really start until this time of year, so this is where you want to be at your best.
Is there anything to be said with you and
let me just get it.
Okay,
Two-part question, okay? Oregon and their huge opportunity to get it done against Washington, and sad, but maybe fitting in to the Pac-12 football as we know it.
Super sad. Pac-12 has been one of the best conferences, for a long time. It's really a staple in college football, and it's going to be extremely weird. I think weird for the entire West Coast of our country not to have a Pac-12. It's going to be really weird, but a great opportunity for Oregon to be the last Pac-12 champions of God knows what's going to happen. So I think we're going to get it done. I'm super excited to see that and see the Ducks go back to the college football playoff.
Rushing in tandem with Javon, is there anything to be said about the fact that you guys are bringing kind of complementary physical skill sets? He's lower to the ground. You're obviously a very tall defensive tackle. Have you seen that strategically be something that you guys can play off of to your advantage?
A little bit, I think so. I think we've been playing sides this year, so guys kind of know what they're going to get throughout the game, but we do move around a little bit, and I know that mixing that up a little bit definitely is a challenge for offensive line. men who, you know, have to prepare for both of us.
Arik, the interception that Ambry had, everybody focused on the interception. I don't know if anybody focused on the fact that Javon just had an awesome play where he just waltzed the center right into the back of Gino. How proud of you of his development this year? And he seemed like he's taken it to a different level this year.
Super proud of Kinlaw. He's going to be one of the top defensive linemen in this league when he gets his full opportunity, whether that's whenever that is, whether that's here or somewhere else. I think, you know, once he gets the opportunity to really show that what he can do when he's healthy, he has been showing it in flashes, and in his role with our team this year as a player coming in and, you know, not getting the full amount of snaps. But I think once he gets that full amount of snaps and that opportunity, he's going to take the league by storm and be one of the best defensive linemen in the league.
One last one on Javon. He really looks up to you as a player, as a mentor. Are you aware of that? And what is it like for you to not just play in this league, but to mentor a young player at your position that really thinks highly of you?
It's been amazing. We have a great relationship, and, you know, I feel really blessed to have these type of relationships and an opportunity to get to know him throughout these years. And, you know, I definitely have tried to make that my responsibility to help him, but he also helps me in a ton of ways. You know, he's always speaking to me at different times throughout games, throughout my career, you know, motivating me and inspiring me. And, you know, it's like, you know, before we walk out on the field, he'll tell me,
Get to that dark place. You know, he's always talking about that.
He's going to get in a dark place. He knows who I am now, but he'll tell me, you know, these dudes can't block you. Go out there and do your thing. So he's really motivating me as well too. While, you know, I'm trying to motivate.